Hello everyone, Namaste. This is Dr. Arundhati Sarekar and welcome you all to this channel. And today I will be sharing with information on a very common condition which affects mostly women. Now you all must have heard women saying, I have thyroid, my thyroid is enlarged, my weight is either increasing or decreasing. So what exactly is this thyroid? So let us try to understand. Now, the thyroid gland, it is an endocrine gland which is located at the base of your neck, and it's a butterfly-shaped gland, and its main function is it regulates metabolism and the various chemical processes occurring in your body. Now, the person who suffers from this goiter, which is the enlargement of the thyroid gland, usually exhibits no major symptoms. He may just present with a swelling which can be seen in front of the neck and which moves up and down while swallowing. And there may be slight discomfort due to pressure on the esophagus while swallowing and discomfort during breathing. Now there are two types of goiter, that is a diffuse goiter and a nodular goiter. Now talking about the diffuse goiter, that is there is enlargement all over the thyroid gland. And in nodular goiter, the cells, there is a irregular growth of cells in the thyroid gland. They form a lump, and this is a nodule, that is there may be a single nodule or multiple nodules within the gland. And usually this nodular goiter, this condition usually affects women after age of 40. Then your diet, your lifestyle are very much responsible for this. Then stress. Now stress is one of the commonest cause of most of the endocrine problems. And usually there is nothing much to worry about this nodular goiter because it's a benign condition. Now there are various causes of this goiter, that is enlargement of the thyroid gland. The major cause is deficiency of iodine in diet. Now our body itself does not produce any iodine. It has to be obtained from outside, that is diet. So consuming, in case if your diet deficiency in your diet is deficient in iodine, and if this is the major cause of goiter in your case, then you have to consume a diet which is rich in iodine. So iodine rich foods such as the seafood, the fish, meat, eggs, then the dairy products and nuts are the rich source of iodine. And when there is severe iodine deficiency in your diet, then the pituitary gland, it stimulates the thyroid gland to produce more thyroxine, the thyroid hormones, and this is the cause why the thyroid gland increases in size, enlarges. The second cause of goiter is hyperthyroidism, that is overactivity of the thyroid gland, and the third is hypothyroidism, that is underactive thyroid gland. So in the investigation part, now there are various blood tests you have to do to check the level of thyroid hormones in your blood. There is ultrasonography, your scanning, CT scanning, etc. So in the treatment part, there are various options available. Anti-thyroid drugs are there, to control the growth of your thyroid. And I'd like to tell you something regarding acupressure. Now, pressing the area of your palm just below your thumb, you just have to apply pressure here for a few minutes, say about 5 to 10 minutes in a day. This will stimulate your thyroid gland. So do practice this daily. And secondly, this webbing which is present between your thumb and the index finger. So this central part, the central area, this webbing, just try to press it for a few minutes, 2 times a day, say about 5 minutes. And this will help to improve the functioning of your thyroid gland. So this is all about acupressure. Now, here I would like to tell you something about yoga, the pranayama. One should not forget the positive effect of yoga on the condition of your thyroid gland. It helps to improve the functioning, the overall functioning of the thyroid gland. So practicing asanas such as the Bhujanga Asana, then the Dhanur Asana, Setu Bandh Asana, then Naukasana, that is the boat pose. Here the position of your neck is very much important. It stimulates the thyroid gland, increasing the blood flow, to increases the circulation. And Then the leg up the wall pose, that too has a stimulating effect on your thyroid gland. It increases circulation. Then the shoulder stand, that too activates all the glands in your upper part of the body, increasing circulation. So all these asanas, that is the Bhujanga asana, the Dhanur asana, then the Ushtrasana, that is a camel pose, that too is very much effective. Naukasana, the boat pose, leg up the wall pose, then the shoulder stand. So do make it a point to practice all these asanas daily on regular basis for a few minutes in a day. Now these asanas not only keep your glands healthy, but they also help to improve the metabolism and prevent further complications. Now, secondly, I will like to talk about the pranayama. Practicing Ujjayi pranayama for a few minutes daily has a positive effect on your thyroid gland. So, at least 10 to 12 times in a day, you should make it a point to practice this Ujjayi pranayama, then the Kapalbhati pranayama, and this alternate nostril breathing, that is the Anulom Vilom pranayama. Now, as I have said, that stress is one of the major cause of all the endocrine problems. So here comes meditation. So do make it a point to meditate daily for a few minutes in a day. And here I'd like to tell you something about the chanting of Om. Om chanting, it releases it produces positive vibrations within your body, and these vibrations which are produced, it has got a stimulating effect on your thyroid gland. So chanting of Om, do make it a point daily to chant Om. And here I will like to tell you about Surya Namaskar, the various poses of Surya Namaskar, to your position of the neck. All these positions of the Surya Namaskar have got a stimulating effect on the thyroid gland. So at least 1 to 2 sets daily you should practice Surya Namaskar. So this is all about the yoga, the importance, the power of pranayama, I can say. So practice yoga, meditation, all these relaxation techniques, and this will help you to keep your glands healthy and improve the functioning of your glands and prevent further complications. And last but not least, always think positive, sakaratmakta. And the way you think, it affects your body. As we all know, our mind controls our body. So this is all about the thyroid gland, the goiter, and I hope you like this video. See you soon with more such videos related to diet, health and fitness. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fit. Take care. See you soon. Bye.